Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Let's start with ratios, chapter 11, exercise 11C. Now in this exercise, children, you will come across questions where a given number will be divided between 2 persons, 3 persons, or between 2 or 3 quantities, and the ratio will be given that such and such number is being divided in such and such ratio. Then calculate the real number for it. So how are we going to do it? I am going to teach you 2 methods. You are going to do the questions by the method which you find it easy for yourself. So let's begin with question number 1. Let's start with question number 1, which says rupees 120 is to be divided between Hari and Gopi in the ratio 5:3. How much does each get? Now what will we do, children? Rupees 120 is to be divided between Hari and Gopi, and the ratio is given as 5:3. Now because 120 is to be divided, children, we add the ratio. That means whatever are the numbers that are in ratio, we add them together. This becomes how many parts, children? 5 part and 3 part when added together will become 8 parts. Therefore, Hari will get, now 5 was the number or the ratio that was depicting Hari because it was given Hari to Gopi. So, Hari was the first one. So, 5 upon the total of the ratio, that was 8, into the number to be divided, children. The number to be divided is rupees 120. Now, you can reduce this by 4. You can start doing it. 4 2s are, and 4 3 and 0. Then again 2 1s are, and 2 15 times. So 5 into 15 will give us how much? 75 rupees. So Hari is getting 75 rupees. Similarly, how much is Gopi getting? Gopi is getting in the ratio, he was getting 3. So 3 upon the total of the ratio, that was 8, into the number to be divided, 120. Again, similarly, you are going to reduce it, children. So this time I am doing it directly. 8 1s are, and this will be 15 times. So 3 into 15 will give us 45 rupees. So Hari is getting 75 and Gopi is getting 45. Now if you want to check your answer whether it is correct or not, you simply add in rough 75 and 45. That will sum up to be 120. This is one way of doing this question. Now I am going to show you the second way of doing the same question. Now for the second method, children, we will have to make use of a variable. Now I have taken X, you can take any alphabet of your choice, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, anything. So I have taken a variable X. Now with that variable, children, we write the ratio. Now the ratio was given 5:3. So I will take, let Hari and Gopi get 5X. With 5 I have taken a variable, and with 3 I have taken a variable, 5X and 3X. If we are dividing 120 in this ratio, that means the addition of this ratio should be equal to 120 only. That is what I have written in variables now. Along with that, 5X plus 3X is equals to 120. Now because 5X and 3X are like terms, they can be added up together. They will give us 8X. 8X is equals to 120. 8x means, children, 8 multiplied by x. So when you are taking a multiplication on the other side of is equals to, it goes as division, right? 8x can be written like this. 8 into x is equals to 120. Now x is equals to, this is multiplication going on the other side, it will go as division. Okay? And now when you reduce it, the answer comes as 50. Now x, that was a variable. The value of x is 50. Now we can put it into what Hari and Gopi are getting. Now Hari was getting 5x. In the beginning we have written Hari gets 5x. 5 was the ratio and x was the variable. Now put the value of x over here. 5 into 15 is 75. Right? What we got here all? Gopi is getting 3x, that is 3 into 15, which is 45. What we got here? So both the ways you can get the same answer, children. Now which method you want to adopt and practice, that is up to you. Question number 2. Divide 72 in the ratio 2 whole 1 upon 2 is to 1 whole 1 upon 2. Now for doing this question, first thing is we have to convert these mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now when you convert, this will be written as 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5 upon 2 plus 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3 upon 2. Now in the beginning we had added up the ratio, so you need to add it up. It will come out to be 8 upon 2. Now this can be reduced or you can leave it like this only and use it in the question, right? Now for calculating the first part, children, now it was given in the improper fraction we had calculated, so you are going to keep it like this: 5 upon 2 divided by the total of the ratio. After addition we got 8 upon 2 into the number to be divided, that is 72. Now over here this is upon sign, and upon, the numerator is a fraction, the denominator is also a fraction. That means we are putting them into division. Now in fractions, children, divisions are not being done. What do? We convert them into multiplication sign and then we reciprocal this. So I have written 5 upon 2 over here. So 5 upon 2 from the numerator multiplied, this division sign is getting changed into multiplication sign, and then reciprocal this fraction that is in the denominator. So 8 upon 2 will be written as 2 upon 8 into the number to be divided, 72. Now over here I have not reduced, I am showing you over here only 2 and 2 can get cancelled, and 8 9s are 72. So 5 9s gives me 45. So this is how you calculate the first part. Similarly, we are going to do the second part also. Now look at the second part. The ratio was 3 upon 2 upon the total of the ratio, 8 upon 2 into the number to be divided. Again, similar way of solving it over here also. 3 upon 2 into reciprocal this fraction, 2 upon 8 into 72. Now reduce them, children, as much as it can be reduced. 2 and 2 cancel, and 8 9s are 72. So 3 9s is 27. So I have divided my number, that was 72, into the ratio that was given in the form of mixed fraction, and the answers are 45 and 27. Coming to question number 3, divide 81 into 3 parts, and the parts are given as 2:3:4. So I have taken the method where I am using a variable now. I am teaching you both the methods side by side, children. Please do the method that you are more comfortable with. Let the numbers be 2a, 3a, 4a. I have used a variable. The addition of these numbers should be equal to 81 according to the question. So I have added all my like terms. 9a is equals to 81. A is equals to 81 divided by 9, because 9a means 9 into a. This, when you reduce, 9 9s are 81. So the value of a I got, that is 9. Now simply I will put the value of a in my values that I have taken in the beginning. Putting the value of a in 2a, 3a and 4a. So 2a becomes 2 into 9, 18. 3a is 3 into 9, that is 27. 4a is 4 into 9, that is 36. As children, question number 4, 5, 6 are the similar kind of a question what I have explained you in the third one. So I am not doing that. Now I am explaining you question number 7, which says the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 3:2:4, as it is written here, 3:2:4, and the perimeter is given as 27. Now you know, children, perimeter is what? Perimeter is the sum of all the sides of a triangle. If the sides are different, children, the sizes of the sides are different, perimeter is the sum of the 3 sides. So you are going to do it in the same way, taking a variable. Let the sides be 3a, 2a and 4a. That means the addition of these, all the 3 sides should be equal to the perimeter according to the formula. I have put the values. 3a, 2a, 4a, when added together, it is equals to 27. These can be added because these are like terms. 9a is equals to 27. A is equals to 27 divided by 9, and 9 3s are 27. Okay. Now putting the value of a in all the 3 sides. 3a is 3 into 3, which is 9. 2a is 2 into 3, which is 6. And 4a is 4 into 3, which is 12 centimeter. So these are the sides of our triangle. Now if you add these, children, you will see that the answer comes as 27. question number 9 and question number 10. Now question number 9, children, is a different kind of a question, because you will see the working and you will see how will rupees 31,500 will be shared between A, B, C if A gets the double of B and B gets the double of C, and we have to find the numbers. Now rupees 31,500 is being divided between A, B and C, right? But it says A is getting a double of B and B is getting double of C. So over here in such question, children, we will begin with the one that is getting the least. And in this condition, C is getting the least. So over here, you will use a variable. Let C get X. So if C is getting X, children, B is getting double of what C is getting. So what will happen? We will write, therefore, B gets how much? B gets double of C. So double of C, X into X. X plus X will make it 2X. And A is getting double of B. So 2X plus 2X will make it 4X. Right? So this ways we have found that how much C, B and A are actually getting. Now this time you are going to write it not as A, B, C, but you will write the ratio as C is to B is to A. No difference will it make, children. Now first mention and write the ratio that C is getting. It is getting X, B is getting double, so 2X, and A is getting double of B, so it is 4X. Now if you look at these numbers, children, I can also write it as X only means. So this can also be read as, children, X only means 1, 2X can be written as 2 and 4X 4. So in the numbers, if you look at it, it is 1 is to 2 is to 4. Now when you add these numbers with the variables, children, the answer should be 31,500. So that is what I have done. Add the like terms. 7x is equals to 31,500. X is equals to 7x again over here means, children, 7 into x. Now when this into sign is there and there is equals to, it goes on the other side as division. So x is equals to 31,500 divided by 7, and when you reduce it, children, you get 4,500. Now this is the value of 4,500 is the value of x. Now putting the value of x in what? X, 2x and 4x. We will get the money that A, B, C are going to get. Putting the value, right? X is obviously 4,500. So 2x means 2 into 4,500, which is 9,000. And 4x means 4 into 4,500, which is 18,000. So this ways you are going to do question number 9. And question number 10, I have not done it because it is a similar kind of a question. Only thing is, children, over there the decimal has been given. But then you will be able to do, the working will remain exactly the same. So with this we will come to an end of exercise 11C. I hope you are able to understand each and every question of this exercise.